Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you again for part 2 of the Tuesday album review season 2 recap video. So, this is part 2 of the season 2 recap video, and I'm going to continue where I left off. And yeah, let's start with number 12, which is Puddle of Mudd Famous, that I reviewed back in late August. So yeah, I didn't hate this album. Probably a good album, I guess you could say. There were some iffy songs I wasn't sure about liking. When I got to Merry Go Round, I was like, this one's okay. Not something I'd really get into. Because I only liked from tracks 1 to 7, and after that, it just didn't interest me as much. But still, it wasn't a bad album. It was a good album in its own way. Just a few iffy tracks for the closing part of the album. But still, Puddle of Mudd Famous was a good album, and I recommend you guys check out my review for it on the Tuesday album review for episode 12. So yeah, that was episode 12 for Puddle of Mudd Famous. Episode 13 I did was for Motionless in White Reincarnate. Now, I actually like this album. Mostly. There were some misses on the album that kind of brought the rating down to the rating I gave it. And if you did watch it, thank you for watching the Tuesday album review for that. Because I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Yeah, The Wasp or whatever, I think it's called Wasp. That was a good one. It was weird, and it was like about a 7-minute track, but it felt very long too. But it was not that it was drawn out. Reincarnate, the title track, was really good. And there were other ones as well, but I'm not sure what. And sorry that I keep moving the camera a little bit. I don't know why I'm doing that. But yeah. Dead March, I guess is, or Death March, I think it's called. That was not a bad one either. There were some bangers, but for the most part, the album I meant to say, was average. So yeah. Episode 13 I did was for Motionless in White Reincarnate. Definitely go check out my Tuesday album review for it, because I think you'll enjoy it. Well, hopefully you will. Episode 14 I did was for Pitbull, Planet Pit. Now, I gotta say, this album was good in its own way. It wasn't terrible. There were some pretty good hits and all that. Like International Love featuring Chris Brown. I really like that song. That's when Chris Brown was good. Now Chris Brown's just not something I'd really listen to all the time anymore. But yeah, You Took My Love was another good song. Come and Go was it was alright. And there were other ones too. Give Me Everything, Rain on Me, and Hey Baby, Drop It to the Floor. That was not bad. But International Love really made me fall in love with that song. So yeah, the 14th episode I did was for Pitbull, Planet Pit. So if you haven't seen that Tuesday album review, definitely go check it out, because I think you'll enjoy it. The 15th episode I did was for 21 Pilots with Blurry Face. Now, I actually did enjoy most of this album. Few tracks were a little standoffish to me, but nothing too bad. Um, yeah, Doubt was a really good one. Doubt, I meant to call it. uh, I really like that. Polarize was pretty good. Sorry about the ding. My phone does that sometimes. Um, and there were some other tracks that I could enjoy. Uh, like I guess Heavy Dirty Soul, Stressed Out, Fairly Local, and Lane Boy. I really like Lane Boy a lot. So yeah, the 15th episode I did was for 21 Pilots, Blurry Face, and also Goner was a really great closing track to the album. So yeah, definitely check out my Tuesday album review for that episode 15. I have it on a playlist as well if you want to look through it to see which one you want to pick to watch or whatever. But yeah, that was episode 15 I did for 21 Pilots, Blurry Face. Episode 16 I did was for Seether, Holding On to Strings, Better Left to Fray. Now, this album was, can't really remember what I rated it, but I think I gave it a really good rating. I liked the Yeah song. That was a good one. Because the chorus had a lot of good lyrics from Sean Morgan when he was writing it. I really liked it. Don't go quiet in that good night or whatever. And then the sun is burning in a dead sky is another lyric from the chorus that I like. Can't keep living in a broke mind and all that. And it's really cool. The lyricism in it is pretty good. Sorry about that, guys. My mom was calling me for a moment. Yeah. Seether, Holding On to Strings, Better Left to Fray is a really good album. I highly recommend you guys check this out if you haven't heard this album. It is like almost 10 years old now, so it's pretty good for what it is. So yeah, episode 16 I did was for Seether, Holding On to Strings, Better Left to Fray. Episode 17 I did was for Justin Bieber, Purpose. I didn't get to really finish the whole album. I got up to track 9, The Feeling, and then after that I don't know, I got really busy with other things too to deal with. But still, I did enjoy the album. Children's one of my favorite songs from it. The Feeling's really good. No Pressure was really good. No Sense was, I don't know about that one. It's alright, but it's not great. But this was probably Justin Bieber's best, sorry that I'm moving the camera again. Justin Bieber's best, one of his best albums. And I personally liked it. It's pretty good. So, episode 17 I did was for Justin Bieber, Purpose. Episode 18 I did was for Blink-182, California Deluxe. Now, the whole album is like an hour and 12 minutes, or maybe a little longer than that. But I think an hour and 19 minutes. I'm not sure. I'd have to really look into it again. But yeah, it's a really good album. I really liked it. There was some good bangers from it. Matt Skiba singing in it is really good. But in the new album 9, I was really surprised with that one. I thought it was gonna suck, but no, it didn't. But California Deluxe was a really good one. Bottom of the Ocean is one of my favorites. Last Train Home was good. Wildfire was great. 6-8 was pretty good. And Long Lost Feeling I liked. And some of the original tracks from the California regular edition was really good. Which I can mention it, but there's a lot to mention. Left Alone is another good one. California, the title track was really good, and others as well. So, episode 18 I did was for Blink 182 California Deluxe, and definitely go check out my review for it. I think you'll enjoy it. Episode 19 I did was for Enrique Iglesias Euphoria. Euphoria album. I actually did like most of this album. I think some songs towards the end got a little boring, but it wasn't too bad. I Like It is a really good one. Air was good. Cuando de Amaro, or whatever it's called. I might be pronouncing it wrong. But still, really good album. And it was episode 19 I did for the Tuesday album review. So definitely go check that out if you haven't seen it, because I think you'll enjoy it. There's Heartbeat's another good song that I liked from it. And yeah, that episode 19 I did was for Enrique Iglesias Euphoria. Episode 20 I did was for Akon Freedom, and I really liked this album. Most of this album, I guess you could say. I think I gave it a 7.5, but yeah, it was not a bad album. Not the best, but still, there was a few tracks that were misses, but still didn't do so bad. But yeah, episode 20 I did was for Akon Freedom. I kind of have to speed it up so I can finish this whole video with all the episodes. Episode 21 I did was for Avenged Sevenfold, Waking the Fallen. This was a really awesome album. I really liked it. It came out back in 2003. The title track's really good. And a few others. Unholy Confessions. I think they have a title track for it. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look into it again. But still, it's a really good album. I highly recommend you guys check it out. And episode 21 I did was for Avenged Sevenfold, Waking the Fallen. And the final episode I did 2 weeks ago was for Cold, Year of the Spider. I actually like this album. Not a lot of tracks are great, but still, there were some bangers from this album, like Stupid Girl. Suffocate was really good. Remedy I really liked. Gone Away was a good one. It is the bonus track, I guess you could say, for the album, but it's enjoyable for what it is. So yeah, the 22nd episode I did for episode 22 was for Cold Year of the Spider for the final Tuesday album review for season 2. That is going to wrap it up for part 2 of season 2 recap videos of Tuesday album reviews. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of these 2 parts for Tuesday album review season 2 recap videos. If you liked them for part 1 and 2. And if you like these 2 parts I made for you guys this morning, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for, I guess, some Five Finger Death Punch ranking albums. I'm going to have a list for it in a little bit. And I'm going to rank the albums starting tonight in my new video. So I'm going to have one more video to do today, and then afterwards I'm just going to do the honorable song mentions of 2020 video tomorrow, and some new album reviews the next day. So definitely tune in for all that. I hope you enjoyed Tuesday album review season 2 recap videos for part 1 and 2. Definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.